Hello everyone, I'm back. So this morning, Alex usually never wears a mask, but this morning I saw a man. I figured he was Alex, but he looked way shorter than Alex usually is, because Alex usually is very tall. And if that was Alex, I thought I remember him being way taller than that. But he had on a mask, and it might have not been Alex, he might have been, but he had a mask on, but it wasn't covering his nose or anything, but he had on a mask. But if that was Alex, he left me alone and acted like he was on his best behavior today. But if that wasn't Alex, then I'm sorry. But Stars 15K was lying on Twitter and falsely accused me of being delusional and falsely accused me of pretending to be Alex online. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? You know, that she falsely accused me of pretending to be Alex and stuff. Like, what the hell? I think it's probably her, but that is the actual picture of him. And I think that was him, online. So she falsely accused me of pretending to be Alex. And I don't do stuff like that, But I can't believe, as old as they are, the manipulative, childish games that they play, yet they act like they think they have such high authority over me. And so, well, I don't know if that was Alex or not, but if it was, he left me alone. But he was, the part of the harassment is for him to freaking exist around me, So, I think that was him, because he had those big calves, and I tried to not keep staring at him, hoping that wasn't him. So he had the newspaper in a stupid book bag or duffel bag, whatever that he carries. He had a different book bag this time. And then I saw the other perp. I do not know his name, but he's been following me around for over a year as well. The young white boy. And he wears a crazy mohawk and red shoes all the time. Like, he always wears red shoes, and he never tells me anything. But he just sit there and looks stupid looks very dumb. And he would follow me at the mall, follow me here, and a few other places, So, it's like, I need to discipline myself to practice to not, go back on my twin sister's YouTube or Twitter, or Madison's Twitter, or Stars 15K's Twitter, to see what they're plotting and planning, or the more rumors and lies that they're saying. But I looked at the one of my twin sister's videos, and it seemed like as if she was using Illuminati hand signs or satanic hand signs. And I had even devil horns. She kept throwing them up and then saying lies about me while using devil horns, and she think that these lies and rumors are funny, and so she kept on throwing up the devil horns, Baphomet hand sign 666, and I'm like, well, I don't have to be too worked up, because I know they're satanic and evil and full of lies, and I'm like, come on. But my twin sister's reversing on me and lying to everybody, saying I'm the one who's sold out and been born satanic. That's what she's trying to convince everybody. But I'm glad I got out the cult and turned to Jesus, trying to live for Jesus, trying to endure to the end, and, hopefully be saved, and trying to better myself, trying to work on not sinning, even though I still sin and slip up, but trying to do better, trying to work on my books, forget employment. I refuse to you know. So it's like the fact that I actually feel sad and bad and shocked at the same time that this is my twin, the other half of me. I'm just showing, for example, I don't throw these signs up, but she acted like as if she wanted people to see all her hand signs and hand movements. I mean, she would be like this. She would be like this, and she would also be doing this and doing all this. And then, I saw her flash like this. I can't even do it with my hand, like this or something, and been using this and like this and stuff. Those hand signs she been using. I'm just showing y'all for an example. And she even do, the peace sign or whatever. So it's like, I'm embarrassed, and I don't want that this is publicized, but this is part of my gang stalking. She's networking with one of my chief stalkers, Stars 15K. And I'm just letting y'all know, documenting my gang stalking and harassment. Nobody told Stars 15K to go and make evil, harsh remarks on my nobody told her to make abusive remarks on my as a review on my book. She probably didn't even read it. So she probably didn't even read it and just went to go and just to make mean comments on purpose. But then you're the victim when I tell people, yeah, you live in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And you said, look me up. So I look you up, So it's like I'm tired of the harassment and abuse. And then they reverse it and play victim like I'm the one who's harassing and abusing them. I have a whole bachelor's degree and blocked from using it because of this gang stalking program. I'm blocked from everything. Prevented from everything. I mean, the ugly girl Michaela downstairs, that's the freaking manager, she when I said hello to her, and she just quickly gave me a quick look and ignored me and kept walking. And I can tell it's hatred, and making me feel like I'm not welcome here or shouldn't be allowed here, and as if I deserve to be punished. And I never did her anything. And it's like, you're the fucking manager here, and treat me as if I deserve, to be punished or hated. And how the hell you're the manager and you act like, workplace bullying or like a high school bully? Just ignoring me and treating me mean and just rude for no reason. I mean, the time before this that I came here, it was no, it wasn't that time before. It was the Sunday before I went into the hotel room. So I think it was Sunday, October 5th. She was very nasty towards me before I can even open my mouth and speak. And I didn't even know she was like that, but, she just had this I don't like you kind of look, and then, when I go places, they give me say, for example, if they're supposed to fill my bowl up of pork and beans, and if I had to pay $2.50 for a bowl of pork and beans, just for an example, they'll just put 1 teaspoon and then say standard portion size and, manipulate me into feeling like I'm greedy and entitled. And, I'm like, these bitches really got games to fucking play, and that's treating me like I deserve to be punished or like I deserve less rights than everybody else. And I'm just tired. Like in the other video, I talk about being sick and tired of everybody treating me like they act like, as if I deserve to be punished and eliminated off the face of this earth, eliminated from society. You know, so they said that true Christians are peculiar people, you know, and I still have a lot to learn myself. And they had this man right before coming in here, me and him were talking, and I briefly told him just a tiny, like he was asking me certain questions, you know, and when he was talking to me, and he you know, well, like sometimes you feel like cornered until like you got no choice but to tell somebody, well, I'm, you know, targeting individual being gang stalked or whatever. But I try to not, I try to be careful about, you know, who to tell this to, you know. But he told me that, you know, I just should go, that I need Jesus and I should get to a church. I'm like, well, I'm already a Christian. He's like, well, you should go to this church, you know, down the street or whatever. I'm like, no, I don't want to go, because all these churches, they're sold out to Satan. And, you know, I'm sorry, y'all, my nose is itching. I said these churches are 501c3 sold out to Satan, and, you know, they're not preaching the truth. They preach what the government tells them. And so he was telling me about there's supposed to be separation of church and state. But he's like, well, you can't do it alone. You need to join the church. I'm like, no, you know, not that one. I'm good. He kept begging me. I'm like, no, you know. So it seemed like, you know, I was a new Christian, and they were trying to make it like, you know, falsely accuse me of being, like they give me a whole bunch of food and then falsely accuse me of being greedy and just coming for the food, when they used to offer me all that food at the fake Hell's Way church. You know, you offer me 4 hot dogs to eat, you know, but I don't really much eat hot dogs that much anymore either, you know, but that was in my old diet and before me learning the truth and stuff, you know, back in 2012. So I try to not even eat hot dogs that much anymore unless there's nothing else. So it's like they play the games that they play. If they give me a lot of food and then call me greedy, you know, at church, and they did that to David Jane as well. That they used to call me and him greedy, you know. Now, like you don't treat people like that in church. But it was Satan's church, not the one true, you know, it wasn't the true body of Christ. Members wouldn't treat people like that, you know. So I'm still learning myself. But being isolated and targeted, it's hard to have a Christian friend to talk to or to fellowship with. And when you do, they turn out to be highly narcissistic and controlling and fake, you know, and just want to try to dictate your life. And act like they think they're your handler, or act like they think they have high authority over you. And, you know, try to, you know, control you like a total puppet on a string, and then tell you that there's no hope in heaven for you, and make it like you're the one who's reprobate. So I had so much, like I was anxious to get the other video uploaded, because the Wi-Fi here it was faster before on the other phone, but on this phone it's been like very slow. It's been very slow, and like it's been slow, and I'm sorry, my mind is lost my train of thought, but the internet has been very slow, and it kept cutting out. So I was forced to use my data, and I was just, you know, feeling high anxiety to, you know, to get to, you know, high anxiety to you know, high anxiety to you know, get the video uploaded. So I just use some of my data. But this video, I think I'll just wait around and, upload it later when it's time to get out of here, But I'm trying to do stuff to keep myself awake and occupied, since I'm not allowed to sleep here. And just trying to keep myself awake and occupied, and trying to find stuff to do. But I used my data for the second half of uploading the previous video, and it's like I just looked at the hand signs and screenshot some of the hand signs that my twin sister was doing while telling a whole bunch of lies, and I kept it on mute so I can just look at the hand signs. And I'm like, well, I don't want to upset myself more watching other videos, but and then my twin sister, the fake IDMR cult, they hate and mock Christianity too. But then, they hate and mock Christianity. So in their mind, all Christians are a hypocrite. And that's what they brainwashed me to believe too. I didn't know the truth. I believed that out of ignorance. They falsely believe that they're the truth and the Christians are the devil. But I'm not worshiping an earthly human being who died a sinner, So I'm glad for my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I love Jesus. And I thank him every day, even though I may not express it or think about it, but I'm thankful every day that I'm out of that cult and I'm no longer seeing a psychiatrist or take medicine. And the Bible is my medicine. Prayer is my medicine. That's all I need. So, I'm not mentally unstable. But guess what? They said Jesus was paranoid schizophrenic too. The Bible says that the Pharisees falsely accused Jesus of being demon possessed and crazy. So my twin sister, when I got out of the IDMR cult, she lied on me and ran to everybody saying I'm a devil worshiper, and then blamed it on the foster mom and lied and said that the foster mom told everybody at her nursing home before she died that but I'm like, how can a biological mom say that about me when she hadn't we haven't gotten to talk to each other, So it's like my twin sister is like, when she does her videos, it's like as if she's talking at me and using Illuminati hand signs and talking like as if she's mimicking the foster mom with like her mannerisms and her way of talking and the freaking, who's the narcissist here? The freaking lectures. I don't lecture anybody. I never lecture people. But the freaking lectures. And in 2017, she would bully, harass, and lecture me when I was over at her place. And then when I tuned her out, and then she's like, that is not normal. Trying to bully, harass, and lecture me. And you think your nasty gay ass, you think that your authority and power over me is so high. We're twins. You have no authority or power over me, and you have no right to have authority or power over me, and I won't obey or listen to you or do what you say at all. I try to get the truth to you, letting you know I try to get the truth to my twin sister, letting her know that we both were brainwashed and duped. And, I got ostracized for it. Because the cult, I didn't even realize she felt I didn't know that. I didn't even realize she felt so strongly about the cult and everything. But I know that she had been trying very hard to get higher positions in the cult or whatever. But lately she's been claiming that I've been too sick to go or whatever. But she still believes in them. So it's like, I feel like this, like, I don't even have to, have any treats in life. I know that when we die, we can't take it with us anyway, but I figure that, But if I have my own car, I can have more freedom and liberty with my transportation and less people to control me. But and I would go far because I love to travel. But so it's like I figure with the sleep deprivation, I'm too weak to drive. I'm too weak to drive because of sleep deprivation, and you know, I mean, forget driving, being functional, period, while sleep deprived. I can't even eat being sleep deprived because I've nearly choked several times being sleep deprived and accidentally swallowed big pieces of food whole while sleep deprived, and it's really scary to me. I don't have to. But then some people are like, don't give up on wanting to drive. You still got hope. But then there's that other clique over there that wants to make sure I never drive again. So they had this. My twin sister has her cult members making T-shirts for her and talk about a picture with her face on it, saying the truth. And it's like they kissing her ass and worshiping her so hard, and she's doing nothing but deceiving and lying to people. And I'm just had to freaking address this, and it's embarrassing because I talked about everybody that's part of my gang stalking and programming. But she singled me out and is doing nothing but videos on me. She's not doing videos of her husband, Dwayne. She talking about, you better keep my children's name out your mouth or keep my child's name out your mouth. Well, for me to say, I know I never touched your kids, I'm not saying anything bad about your kids. So, it's like, I feel like I have less freedom. Like she's hovering over my channel, controlling what I should say on my channel. And like I'm supposed to be restricted of my freedom or right to say what I want on my channel or express myself the way I want or what I need to say or the truth that I need to speak. And she's trying to keep me frightened and intimidated and under control and, restricted. And I don't like that. But I'm like, nope, I'm going to rise above it. I'm going to override her bullying and abuse. And she reversed it and play victim and lie and say I'm the one bullying and abusing her and everybody, now abusing, harass everybody else. I'm just explaining, or showing my gang stalking experiences, And if you're part of it, I'm going to talk about you too, what you did. The whole family. I talked about that retard Ramon, and I talked about the whole mentally slow, crazy biological family, and the fake foster family, the stankin' crafts, the fake IDMR cult people, the ignorant project ghetto fake crusty kids at school, whoever's harassing and abusing me now, people who have harassed and bullied me in Los Angeles and different other cities and states and in Costa Rica. Well, not so much Costa Rica. I didn't do that video. Or maybe it was on the other channel. But I've talked about my perping experiences with everybody, So my twin sister feels the need to just attack me personally, and we both should be, speaking out what the foster mom did to us, because she knows the foster mom did stuff to us too, and other people too. I mean, John Kraft has violated her too. I mean, like psychologically and mentally and verbally, he has offended her too. Trying to, with him saying we both were crazy and stuff. So the Kraft family is on neither one of our team. None of them. Fuck them. All of them. Fuck them. So, I'm just, I'm going to keep speaking the truth about what's going on in my life, but I don't want to keep going back and forth, with my twin sister specifically, and it's like she got all these people who are hardcore worshiping and supporting her. And I'm the one who's looking like a jackass for telling the truth. And I'm just like talking to a brick wall, But that's expected, So I gotta go now.